Hey guys, real quick, I just want to talk about this situation real quick, right? I just want to talk about this for a second, right? I'm not planning to do a whole ass video on it for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna make it quick, simple, and to the point because I just got done watching my sister for like 5 to 9. I just want to relax. But still, this right here is very important to discuss. So, this Louisiana State Trooper who spoke out against the murder of Ronald Green. If y'all don't know who Ronald Green is, he was a black man who was also a police officer that got brutally beaten to death by other officers, white officers. Let's get that out of the way now. I watched the video. I did not see a black man in sight other than Ronald Green. It was a white supremacist attack, and you can't tell me it wasn't. Because it was not no black on black crime, it was white on black crime. It was white on black. My man wasn't even fighting back. But this Louisiana State Trooper who's also black and who's also experienced discrimination within his own department actually spoke up about the Ronald Green situation. And when that happened, he got fired. Right? Not only did he do that, but he also wrote a book about his discrimination on his department. I believe. See, I've already read it beforehand, but I might have forgotten a few things here and there. So feel free to look at it yourself. The link will be in the description. But all I want to say is even though, well, let's get one thing out the way. I don't understand black men who willingly choose to join a governmental a governmental force that oppresses them and kills them on a daily basis. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand black people who want to willingly go into law enforcement already knowing how police act. Well, at least the people who were taught about what's really happening in America. Some black folk, they like to smile and be all buddy with their killers and race soldiers, right? You know what I'm saying? They like to be buddy with the people that oppress them and get them locked up for false crimes, right? It's crazy to me. Like, you want to be friends with the individual who's more likely to kill you than your white neighbor. This blows my fucking mind. I'll never understand. Like, I understand wanting to join a force for good and justice, but being a police officer is, to me, I just can't comprehend it. On God, I just can't comprehend it. I don't know the reasons, but I just can't, like, I don't know, bro. It's not adding up to me, right? But with that out the way, let's talk about black officers. Let's talk about black officers. You see, even though they're black and they already know the struggle, these niggas aren't our friends. Like, I'll give it to this officer, right? I'll give it to this trooper right here, who's also black, like I said. He spoke out about the violence, about the murder that have occurred with Ronald Green. He spoke out about that. You see, a lot of these officers, a lot of these supposedly good police officers, they like to keep quiet. Most of them like to keep quiet about what's really going on within their own department. Well, this man right here, he decided, no, I'm not doing that. Instead, I'm going to say what it is. And that's what he did. he said it what it was. Well, he stated what it was. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Well, yeah. You know, I said it the right way, I think. But anyways, I'm getting off track. He said what really happened, right? He didn't let the media misguide him. He didn't let he didn't let people in his own department decide for him. Nah. He saw the video, watched it, and decided for himself that yeah, this was murder. And the people who did it, the people who were involved, they needed to face justice. But they haven't. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think they did, honestly. I haven't read on this case in a minute, so they might not. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. At least not until now. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case. But either way, he said that, right? And not only did that, he wrote a book describing his issue with his own department and being discriminated against, right? And what did he get in return? Shit, not a job, not a raise. Instead, he had his white boss tell him, yeah, bro. I mean, we feel you with what you're saying and all that, but I'm like, man, you must have forgotten who you're working for. I'm sorry to say, but shit, it ain't going on like this. I need to get out of my office and get out of my apartment ASAP. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas knew what he was saying, and they saw how he was moving and operating, and they peeked on how how he was not fully for the Thin Blue Line. He was for justice. He was for justice, right? I respect that. This man right here is the only officer I respect. Just a little bit. The fact that he joined a force that is against black people is why I only respect him a little bit. Like that right there maybe automatically lost the majority of my respect. But the fact that he stood up and said it and stated what it was, and you know, held his own, I'll give him a little bit of respect. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But that's what happened. And in return, said he was fired. And I'm surprised that he didn't decide to go full on buddy with the white man. Because most of these black officers, like I said, they are willing to do anything. I mean anything, just to impress their colleagues. Like, they know that they're entering a zone where you are tested to see if you're really tested to see if you're really down with white supremacy and or oppression of the races. Because that's what's really going on out here. And they peek that, and they're peeking that, and they see how you operate. And most of these black officers, instead of standing with their people when shit goes down, instead of doing all that, like what happened with George Floyd, instead of all these black officers saying something about it or doing something about it, they just continue on the merry way, not saying a goddamn thing. Sure, some of them took a knee, but that was about it. You think actually taking a knee does anything? Like, do you think that's progress? That's a joke, bro. The same nigga took a knee. A few minutes later, now they got a knee on your neck. They don't care. Nigga, it's all about propaganda, bro. It's all about looking good for the masses. That's what it was. They don't care. They got no sympathy for us. These black officers are more dangerous than the white man because now they have something to prove. And so they out here doing whatever they need to do to be acknowledged within their own apartment and get the attention that they were deprived throughout their own childhood. That's what it is.